What's going on, guys? GregglesTV. I'm gonna give you some things you should know when switching from an iPhone to a Galaxy S7 or S7 Edge. One of the most frustrating things going from an iPhone over to an Android phone is getting all your contacts to go there. Now, there's multiple ways you can get your contacts to your Android phone. The easiest and most successful way I have found doing is using an app called MC Backup. If you have 500 or less contacts, you can use this app to back up. Otherwise, if you have more than 500 contacts, you're gonna pay $1.99. Either way, you can back your contacts up and export them via email to Dropbox or some other kind of server, and then all you would do is just import them into your Gmail contacts on Gmail. And then either when you're setting up your Android phone or if you already have your Android phone set up, make sure that Gmail account is on your Android phone, and then it will just sync up your contacts and you're good from there. And if you ever do move back to an Apple phone or device, you can sync your contacts up with that Gmail account. Make sure when switching from an iPhone to an Android device that you turn off iMessage. There's two ways to do it. One of them is to go into your settings on your iPhone, messages, and then turn iMessage off. That will allow you to get text messages to your phone number. Another way is to go to a specific website to turn it off. Say you've already deleted your iPhone or you just forgot to do it on your iPhone. You can do it from a website. I will link that website in the description down below, and then just follow the instructions from there. So you love FaceTime. FaceTime's really cool, I have to admit it. So you wish Android had FaceTime. Obviously it does not, and it's obviously a really cool thing. It makes video chat really simple and really fun and easy. You can video chat on an Android device. There's a bunch of apps that do it. One of them is Google Hangouts. Another one is Skype, and also Facebook Messenger. Is it as easy as using FaceTime and not having to download an extra app? No, but it's a great alternative. Plus, with Google Hangouts, you can actually chat with more than one person at one time on video there. iPhone has Siri, and Google has something very similar that they just call Google. They're both very, very similar. I just think Google offers more information and is just a tad bit faster. So if you want to access Google's version of Siri, there's two ways you can do it. When you're on one of your home screens, you can say, "Okay, Google, what's the capital of Massachusetts?"
The capital of Massachusetts is Boston.
So just by saying, "Okay, Google," it activates it. Just like on Siri, it's "Hey Siri." Also, on almost every Android or Samsung phone, you'll have that microphone search bar at the top right here. If you hit that microphone, what's the capital of Massachusetts?
The capital of Massachusetts is Boston.
So you can either call out Google's name or you can press that microphone to access it and ask information. The big difference between Google and Siri is Google doesn't really have a personality, whereas you can ask Siri jokes and things like that. Google's strictly business, but it's great at what it does. If you want to snap a photo from your Samsung phone very quickly and you want to open up the camera, just double tap the home button and it opens up the camera. So it's a great way if you're holding your phone and you can't find your camera app or you just want to take a picture really quickly, just double tap that home button and it automatically goes into the camera. You can also wirelessly charge your phone or fast wirelessly charge your phone if you have a fast wireless device. To wirelessly charge your phone, all you do is place the phone on top of the wireless charger, and then within 2 hours, it'll be fully charged. Another cool thing is when you use the Samsung charger and cable, your phone fast charges, meaning it'll fully charge from 0 to 100% in 90 minutes. On an iPhone, you guys use the App Store. On Android, we use Google Play Store. This is the icon at the bottom right here, and this is the Google Play Store. It's very similar to the App Store. We have basically the same apps that you guys have. It does seem that Android has a lot more free apps than Apple does though, so that's one of the cool things about going here. And you can search at the top, or you can look at the categories right here. You also, if you hit that hamburger menu in the top left, you can go to movies, music, books, newsstands, your account. So it's really easy to access and use the Google Play Store. Next up are live wallpapers. I have a live wallpaper on right now. A lot of them are free. If you go into the Google Play Store and search live wallpapers or say live wallpaper aquarium, it'll bring up live wallpapers, anything you can possibly think of really. And what it is it allows the background to be interactive and give you a moving, picture or video or just like game kind of thing in the background of your home screens. So it's a really cool way to make your phone more interactive and more stylish to be your own. Another cool thing about Android is you can explore the file system, kind of like a Windows computer or a Mac computer, where you have My Documents or My Downloads or your program files, things like that. Android has the same exact thing. So if you go to the Google Play Store and search File Explorer, there's a few out there that are really good. Some of my favorites are ES File Explorer. Another one is Solid Explorer. The cool thing about Android is someone could send you a file from their computer or their phone, have it be a picture, a document, an Excel file, a Word file, anything, a movie, and you save it to your phone and you can actually access it. It'll actually almost always go into your downloads folder so that you can access it. You can copy, paste it, open it, delete it, whatever you want to do. So you get access to your file system on Android. Android also has a cool thing called launchers. A launcher will change the way that your home screens and your app drawer looks. So on an iPhone, all you have are home screens. All your apps are on home screens. On Android, you have home screens and an app drawer. Currently, I'm using the Nova launcher. The one you're using is probably this one. This is TouchWiz. This is the one that comes on by default on your Samsung phone. On this one, your apps, all your apps A through Z are on the bottom right. You look through them left to right. The one I use is way more customizable and you can make it look any way you want. So if you want to download the one I use or any other launcher, go to the Google Play Store and search launchers. Again, my favorite is Nova Launcher. If you get Nova Prime's an additional cost, but it gives you way more features and it's totally worth it. There are some other launchers out there. Another good one is Google Now Launch. If you want full customization and the #1 launcher out there, Nova is the #1. There are some other ones out there that are just as customizable, but my favorite is Nova by far. If you ever want to switch launchers, just swipe down from the top, go to Settings, search at the top and type Home. And then it shows you all your launchers that you have installed. It's really easy to switch between them. I'll click on Nova Launcher, hit the home button, and now you can see my screen looks different. My app drawer, again, app drawers are all your apps A through Z. Mine on Nova Launcher go up and down. I could, if I wanted to, through Nova, they can go left and right. You can literally change anything you want with Nova Launcher. I have a video on launchers. I will link it in the description down below. Another cool thing about Android phones are widgets. Widgets are basically apps that live on your home screen and update, usually in real time or over a period of time. The way to add a widget to one of your home screens is to press and hold on a blank spot in one of your home screens. At the bottom, you click Widgets, and then again, you just select the widget you want. So I'll drag over WhatsApp. What you do is press and hold on it, and then just drag it wherever you want, and then let go. So if I had messages in here, I could see my messages without even opening the app. I can just click on it, reply, do whatever I want, cycle through my messages. I can also make this window bigger or smaller, just hit resize, and then just click these little bars, and then when you're done, just either press or hit the back button in the bottom. And last but not least, on an iPhone, you basically have one button. You have the home button, which will bring you back to your home screen, or to go back, you'll have a button in the top left that allows you to go back to the previous screen you were in. With Android, you have the home button down like you do with an Apple phone. On the bottom right, that's your back button, and sometimes it'll be on the screen as well, just like in an iPhone in the top left. But get used to using that back button on the bottom right. It's such a nice thing to have, so you don't have to always look for your back button. So wherever you are within an app, you just press that back button and it'll bring you back to the previous spot. And on the bottom left button is the multitasking button. So if you press that, that's gonna show you all your apps that you currently have open. So if you wanna close them all, you see that close all button? Just tap that and it closes all your apps at once. Another cool thing with that multitasking button is if you press it and you see an app like that with the two squares on top of each other, what you can do is run two apps at once. So you can see I have my website at the top here where I'm looking at information, and then on the bottom right I have my Instagram. And you can make these bigger or smaller depending upon what you want to see more of. So that's multitasking on the Samsung phone. Alright, so I hope you found this video very informative. I know I glanced over a lot of things and gave a lot of information, but just remember, with Android, if there's something you do not like, you can change it. That's the beauty of Android. When you come from an iPhone where everything's already set up for you and they have your text messaging app set up and your camera app set up and everything's just the way Apple wants you to have it, hey, some people really like that. But when you come to Android, you have customization. You can make the phone whatever you want it to be. You can use any app for what you want. You can change your text messaging app if you don't like the one that comes with your phone. You can change the launcher. You can change your browser. It's just so awesome, and there's so much customization, and I know it can be overwhelming, but just stick with it. Put the iPhone away, don't use it, and just stick with your Android. It's so nice. I love my Android phone, and I would never want to go back to iPhone. I can honestly say that. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I love helping out, and I'll see you guys down the road. Peace!